Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, I eat folks, sampler platter video series of videos I've been doing for a while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, at the time I'm doing this, I just got through eating a portable tamale. Go watch that video if you're interested. But we're going to move aside. It's a super simple format, folks. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out some stuff, what with the old gob and such. And I'm going to go over there. I'm going to let you know how I've personally felt about it. You know, and it'll be this, like, sort of hallmark moment. And then, like, you know, strange dads will come back into things. There'll be, like, a golden retriever that's, like, about to die. But then, like, he'll go over there and he'll start playing, I don't know, air hockey or some shit. Air hockey, bud. It's a whole thing. Trust me. It's make billions. But yeah. I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically when that's the case, that means that I was on my way home from work. I found some shit to review. And here we is. That's definitely the case today. So, what am I reviewing for you in said shitty work clothes? Sure, let's do this one because I grabbed it. We're going to do, boom! It is Jack Link's Doritos spicy sweet chili flavored meat stick. Sure, that kind of works for a thumbnail. Yeah, I stopped off at the gas station by my house, saw that this was a thing that exists in real life now, and I was like, well, if they could go over there and find a way to include Monster Energy drink into this, all the Chads of the world, like, this would effectively become just a Chad food stick. They'd eat nothing, consume nothing but that. All of their, efforts and resources, all of their NFT money, let's be honest, all just go to Dorito jerky monster sticks. Get to it, folks. You know you can make it happen. I like jerky. I've reviewed lots of jerky on the show. I like Doritos. I even reviewed spicy sweet chili, chicken wings from Buffalo Wild Wings a while back. Go watch that review. So sure, let's give it a go, folks. Let's just give it a go. Let's open up the meat stick. Like, is there a thing where, like, if it's not in a certain format, they're not allowed to call it jerky? Because you could just call it jerky and I'd be fine with it. I mean, I get it. It's like, it's, I don't know how the whole thing goes. Look at it. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay. I'm down with this. The initial taste kind of reminded me, 7-Eleven, they have some sort of deal with Jack Links where they have, like, exclusive Jack Links flavors just to 7-Eleven. One of them, I think, is like a sweet heat kind of thing. The initial hit kind of reminded me of that. You get sort of the kind of tangy sweetness before you get really anything else. After that subsides, you get a little bit of a heat. Not much. It's not spicy, but now the flavor's really starting to kick in. And kind of almost like a teriyaki kind of flavor, I would say. With, like, the savoriness of the meat stick, which is kind of a little edge of heat. It goes to kind of the back of your throat a little bit. It takes a little bit for the flavor to get going. Like, you really have to break it down in your mouth for it to really start having an impact. And actually, I'll give it to it. It's not spicy, but, like, there is a spice to it. Like I said, it sits at the back of your throat, and it actually does kind of hold there. It's not bad. I'll say this, I like it better than the 7-Eleven one, for sure. There's more character to this one. Like, and it's got a nice little oomph. Like, there's a very noticeable uptick in the flavor. I'd say about 3/4 of the way through, you actually get hit with this extra wallop of flavor, and that's where the heat comes in. It's honestly not half bad. I can kind of dig it. Now, I'll say this. If I'm going to do Jack Link's, I'm probably just going to do, like, some of their more standard jerky, like a teriyaki or maybe a barbecue. I feel like that's a good go-to. This is fun as a novelty. I will say this. There's really no Doritos aspect to it. Like, they don't expect, like, nacho cheese or anything. It's definitely just meat stick with a little bit of heat and a little bit of sweetness. But, like, I'll give them credit. Like, it's not... It could have been very easy for them to just go over there and just, you know, maybe recycle one of their flavors or some shit. Like, not put a lot of effort into it. With the way that it works in your mouth, there's definitely effort to it. Like, they definitely went over there and spent some time putting this together. Is it particularly evocative of, like, the sweet and, the sweet chili Doritos? I wouldn't say particularly, but there's kind of a similar sensation where you get that sort of, like, initially it's a little bit mellow, and then you sort of get, you know, a little sweetness, and then you get that rise of heat. So I think in terms of the sensation, it kind of works. In terms of the flavor, you're basically substituting out nacho cheese for meat, which are pretty different flavors. So, but I do kind of like it. I enjoy the novelty of it, and I enjoy that even though it is a novelty item, it's not like it, you know, like I said, there's some effort involved. I genuinely think that, you know, Jack Link's, and I don't know if Doritos had anything to do with it or if it was just them or whatever, but I do think that whoever put this thing together actually was, like, trying to, you know, not only have something that would be a little bit gimmicky, but actually still taste good and be kind of a fun little product. I can go with it. But 2 questions have to be asked, folks. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes. More tentative on the first one. Like I said, if I'm going to do jerky, I have go-to things. This would never be one of my go-tos. But as an occasional thing, I could see it being a thing. Every now and again, I could see wanting this as a meat stick experience. As for recommending it, I think, yeah. I think it's a novelty thing, but it's actually fun, and it's not, like, completely asinine or anything. It works. And in that regard, I think it's worth, you know, giving a shot. Like I said, the heat is there, but it's not particularly prominent. So, you know, if you're somebody who's not big into heat stuff, you might be able to go with it. Maybe not, you know. Don't go into it expecting it to taste particularly like the Doritos version, but if you go into it expecting a relatively tasty meat stick snack, that's where the business is. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here, folks. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Spectacular rest of the week. Monumental rest of the month. Stupendous rest of your day. Folks, you can go over there and have yourselves a truly Doritos-tastic rest of your life. But, folks, I'm not talking about just, you know, the normal ones. I'm talking, like, whatever your favorite Doritos are, that's the life I want you to have. For me, personally, it probably is the original ones, if I'm entirely honest with you. I mean, I'd have to go down and go through all the different flavors and such, but, man, the classic ones, they're just... I enjoy them. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated, but we can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing to do in the world. You know, we're over here. There's all kinds of stuff going on, and then, you know, you've got, you know, the media that, you know, tries to sensationalize things, and, yeah, I mean, you know, it's just, it's all, you're, like, assaulted, you know, from all sides. Just doesn't matter where you are in regards to any given topic. There's always going to be some asshats going with the most extreme version of it, and some bigger asshats who are going to try to bank off that by going over there and cramming it in your head. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in your lives, hopefully do better for yourselves and for those around you. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to watch this video that I've done of the Jack Link's Doritos spicy sweet chili flavored meat stick. Yes. Casing colored. But maybe you're going to remember the thing I was talking about with the Chad stick, and you're going to be like, you know what? I'm a Chad. I can make this happen. And then you go over there and, like, you just punch some drywall for, like, 2 hours, and it doesn't make the thing I was talking about. But maybe you're able to go over there and be cognizant enough to go over there and bring it to the attention of somebody who actually has, fucking brain in their head. And they go over there and they're like, okay, we can make this happen. This could be a thing. And then you go over there and you make the thing. It's a whole thing. And then once the entire civilization of Chads goes over there and becomes hooked on the things, and maybe you go over there and you poison the well, if you know what I'm talking about. Just get rid of all the fucking Chads. Oh, don't do that. That wouldn't be the worst thing for society. But no. Mass euthanasia is not something I'm going to sign off on. That way it just starts leading down particularly dark paths. If I have to deal with an occasional Chad in my life, hey, it happens. Chads and Kyles. I know some good Kyles, though. Anyway, or conversely, I don't know, damn it. Just go over there and get yourself some normal jerky if you want to. It doesn't cost a lot. Sometimes it does. Yeah. Bye.